when we moved here in '97, it was still really, really scary. The year before we moved in, a neighbor told me that he got held up at gunpoint by a 12-year-old and two 13-year-old kids right here on the corner. And to have a gun stuck in your ribs, a loaded .38, kids who don't, children who don't understand the meaning of life. They just know video games and TV, and so to pull the trigger and kill this guy means nothing to them. That is frightening. No, there's this house, the fourplex, and then the other house, just this side of my green fourplex. I just had it painted here a few months ago. A wonderful young man from El Salvador bought the house, moved in, he and his family, and the guys, the gang members in my fourplex would literally break into his house right next door. They set his dog on fire and laughed as it burned in the middle of the street. So that's who we're dealing with. And the low-level crime is mostly break-ins, robberies, that sort of thing, burglaries, I guess, and probably some robberies because they were armed, came out of that unit. And in fact, when we got into that unit, when we were able to evict them after we bought it, but they're gone. And really make no bones about it. And people still come up to me, especially people who, from that apartment, the guy that told me about the shooting death, and the naked prostitutes walking up and down the street. He still thanks me to this day for getting rid of those guys. And he was a gang member. That's what the street was like up until the late 90s. So, yeah, we're really happy to have them gone. We completely restored all 4 units, and now we've got professionals who live there. As far as the one thing that really gets me when people talk about gentrification is they really make it a racist thing, and it's not a racist thing at all. I'm not saying that it isn't for some people. Some people probably would. I'm just going to generalize here. Maybe a white guy comes into a neighborhood and says, "I don't like brown people," or "I don't like black people," or whatever, and would like to have it look more white, which I'm sure that happens. But here, it's not the case. People live here just because of the diversity, and it's so wonderful that there's just still so many, even when the income levels change from, say, gang members to professionals, that it still has the racial variety here, and sexual orientation as well. So that's what makes this place, that's what makes West Adams West Adams, and I don't think there are many people who would ever hope that changed.